Hello, 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 hello. Hey everyone, how are we doing today? Today I'm joined by the lovely Marcy and we'll be reading together. We'll be doing a page each and then Marcy will be doing the voices of all the characters. But yes.
As always.
Marcy would like to do a little introduction?
And marry me, guys. I am Witch Queen Marcy. It's been a minute, but I'm back. Hi.
Yes, Marcy does lots of games as well, so make sure to check her out when you can.
I do, and I stream every single day, non-stop. Well, not non-stop, but every single day.
Yeah, she streams for a lot longer than me. She's got more power.
After working 8 hours shifts, I come home and stream for 8+ hours.
I don't know how you do it.
I am a chaos witch. I am full of energy.
I need some of that energy. Hand it over. But yes, anyways.
Could it keep me up way past bedtime, like 4 in the morning?
But yes, a little recap of what happened in the last stream. While Maxie and Blue are in the clinic, trapped by David because they wanted to leave the palace, a girl sits up and tells them that David's been lying, that the palace is the one safe place and there aren't any other things. But there are lots of them, like the Natural History Museum. That's a big group of kids there who are, quote-unquote, better set up than the ones in the palace. And there's also the Tower of London, where Sam and the kid are. The girl is also just being held captive and not allowed to leave. And David, he has this ultimate plan of ruling London completely by uniting all the kids with violence. Yeah, not the best, but that's where we are previously. And hi, Sniper, welcome in. All right. Marcy, should I begin? Or do you want to do the first part?
Begin.
Chapter 65. The royals sat in their bedroom in the dark, staring into space. It smelled in here. They had long since forgotten how to use the lavatory. Every now and then, they were herded downstairs to sit on their thrones, but otherwise, nothing happened in their world. Marcy, I've got 20 squats. You take over.
Alright, Solace, were you sit on their thrones, but otherwise nothing happened in your world. A cockroach crawled across the leg of a young man who was sitting on the floor. The young man's face was so bloated with swellings that his eyes were 2 tiny holes, and his nose had disappeared. He picked the bug up and put it in his mouth. They were always hungry. There was a noise in the corridor outside. Something scraped the door. All the heads in the room turned as one and looked in the direction of the noise.
Let me put it. I just fiddled 10 squats. Next page. There you go.
There was a bang, the crunch of splintering wood, a second bang. Door opened. The corridor was empty. Still chewing the cockroach, the young man got up and shambled to the door. The others followed. David's 2 guards had been sitting outside the sick bay for 5 hours straight. They were bored stiff. David had promised them that somebody would come to retrieve.
Relief. Okay, I'll do the next page. Scott's finished.
And thank you, Spider and Pillar, for the follows. Thank you.
Pillar is evil. You're fired, Pillar. I'm gonna fire you. More spots later. Okay. No one had come. This wasn't fair. It wasn't as if anything was going to happen anyway. The heavy wooden doors were locked. There were only 3 kids in there. 2 girls, one of whom was injured, and a boy with a concussion. What were they supposed to do? Batter the door down and overwhelm the 2 of them? A fat chance. They had guns after all. They've
forgotten us,
said the taller of the 2. He had short brown curly hair and a bad case of acne. Also, hi, Cyber. Welcome and thank you for the water. Marcy, you drink something too. Your page.
They always do, said the other one, a fair-haired boy with a big nose. Everyone thinks it's just because we're in David's guard, our lives must be great, but this sucks. We do get a bit more food than the others, said Spotty. Oh, whoop-dee-doo, said Big Nose. If I could, I'd jack this in and do farming or something. This is just tedious. Where's the elite? So what? When we take over London, said Spotty, we'll be in a really strong position. It'd be like in the Middle Ages when the king invaded another country. He's divided up all the lands and all the wealth to his favorite dukes and barons, the ones who'd helped him. When we take over London? Said Big Nose, mockingly. You mean if we take over London, don't you? All we ever do is sit around the palace with these bloody gardens trying to look important. We weren't even allowed to go on the raid to the squatter camp.
There was a clatter on the stairs, and they tried to look alert as Spot appeared, red-faced and flustered.
Everything okay here? He asked. Yeah, the boy shrugged. You ever seen anything? Heard anything? Like what? The royals have escaped, said Pot, sounding hacked off and harassed. You what? They got out somehow, yeah? David's gone absolutely ballistic. It's silly down there. Everyone's like running around trying to catch them. We should come and help, the Spotty standing up. No, you should stay here and guard the prisoners. They're not going anywhere. Even so, the prisoners got out as well. They will go off the scales. One of us will stay here, the other could come with you, said Spotty.
Pod thought about this for a moment.
All right.
He looked at Spotty.
You come with me. What? Me? There's so much going on in my chat, sorry.
No.
But, ow! I got bumped. I didn't even. So much is going on. I'll take medicine after stream because I want to eat breakfast first and then I take medication because empty stomach medication not good. So I'll wait. What about me? Said Big Nose. They put until further note orders. Said Pod.
Big Nose watched sadly as the two of them hurried off down the narrow staircase. Now, with no one to talk to, it would be even more tedious sitting here. Big Nose spat, feeling a guilty pleasure as the glob of saliva sat there on the patterned carpet. He swore loudly and colorfully, and for a moment, it lifted the boredom.
Yeah, I saw that spider with the freaking bonk. I didn't hear it at first. Ow, rude.
Also, we're not going to announce this chapter name.
The chapter name?
And hi, Silver. How you doing? Glad stream indeed.
The name on my screen.
I'm going to do evil things to you,
Silver. Not the bad number. Oh, that's why.
Oh, goodness.
Hey, Alfie, welcome in, Chi. Welcome in, guys. I'm here with my lovely sister, Solace.
Hello.
Chi, behave. Thank you for the blue streak. Thank you. Okay.
Are you ready for the next chapter, Marcy?
Yeah.
Godzilla was asleep in Ella's lap. She was gently stroking his head and talking to him about Sam.
I wish he was here, Godzilla. I really miss him. I don't like to think that I might never see him again. But every day I forget a little bit more about him. What he looked like, how he spoke. It's like he's slowly disappearing. What I remember most is that he was small. I'd do anything to make him come back.
Godzilla yelped and wriggled out of her arms. He jumped off the bed, and Ella chased him over to where Whitney was standing, at the open ballroom door, looking off down the east gallery. Whitney saw Godzilla and grabbed him. She looked angry.
Who's supposed to be looking after the dog? She asked.
Ella looked like she was about to cry.
I'm sorry, she said.
Whitney's expression softened. She handed the puppy to Ella.
You keep it with you, darling, she said kindly. All right. All right.
As Ella went back to her bed, Maeve came over to join Whitney.
See anything? She said. Not a lot, no. Wait a minute. Here comes Pod.
In a moment, Pod came bustling into the dormitory with two of David's guards.
What's going on? Said Maeve. There's people running everywhere. There's nothing to worry about. Oh, yeah, I placed the names up. There's nothing to worry about, said Pod. Some words have escaped, that's all. It's a bit of a drag. We need some of your lot to, come and help round them up, yeah? Nothing to worry about, Whitney exploded. We're grown-ups on the loose? They're harmless, said Pod. No grown-up is harmless, said Whitney. So why don't we just come and help look for them? And now I'm getting the kids to somewhere safe, man. Oh, poppers. Jeez, scared me. Listen, he jumped in my bed out of nowhere and scared the crap out of me.
You gotta get, is that your cat, Marcy?
Two kitties in one stream.
Oh, I want a cat so badly.
Yeah, they're a handful. Anyway, listen, Pod offered Whitney a big cheesy grin. It's no big deal. Nothing to get hung about, yeah? I'm taking everyone outside the building now, into the yard. You won't be safe out there, he said, Pod. We've called all the guards in to look for the royals. We can look after ourselves, thank you very much, said Whitney. No, you stay here, said Pod, trying to sound like he was in control. If you keep the doors closed, you'll be fine. Popper, stay still. You don't take me through the do, posh boy, said Whitney. We're going to the parade grounds till this is all over. End of. Actually, I really do think you'd be a lot better off in here. Pod's smile was slipping. I care what you think, said Whitney. With Blue and Maxie not around in the car in charge, and I say we go outside, we go outside. When you find your prisoners, royals, we'll come back in.
Pod planted his feet wide apart and folded his arms. The smile had become a superior smirk now.
You're not in charge here. Actually, babes, he said. I am. Who are you calling babes? Said Whitney.
And she belted Pod hard in the stomach. He gasped and doubled over in pain. The two guards sprang to life, raising their rifles, but Big Mick and another of the Morrison's fighters had been standing ready. They seized the guns and wrenched them out of the boy's hands.
We're going outside, said Whitney coldly to the two guards. You stay here and look after Pod.
Pod had collapsed onto the floor and was sitting with his back against the wall, clutching his belly.
It's all right, he groaned. Let them go.
Chapter 68. The three royals shuffled down a long corridor lined with paintings of past British kings and queens. They looked bewildered. David was waiting for them, one of his guards at his side.
Apart from his freckles and a red flush across his cheekbones, David's skin was bone white. He was absolutely livid. He'd held up his hand. Stop! He shouted, his voice firm and clear. One of the royals moaned. It was the young man with the bloated face. He was the son of a duke. He'd once been something of a party animal. Now he was a shambling wreck whose brain was so riddled with disease you could hardly even call it a brain anymore. It was just a tangle of damaged nerve endings randomly firing off as if someone had poured water into a fuse box.
He walked on.
I command you, David said, lowering his tone this time, to stop.
Still, the royal staggered down the corridor, whining, stiff-legged, red-eyed.
What is... Oh, care package? That's just my stretch and hydrate, basically. Sorry.
You should redeem it. Make Marcy stretch and hydrate. Do it. The guard turned to David, scared.
They're not going to stop, he said. They will stop. David snapped and he stepped forward.
The young royal sped up, his arms stretched out. Drool was pouring from his open mouth and had soaked his filthy shirt.
There was a deafening bang in the corridor filled with smoke. The royal went down, a bullet in his skull. You idiot! David yelled, wrenching the gun from the guard's grasp. That was Marquis of Tavick. What Tavis talk?
He battered the guard to the floor. Oh, sorry.
I thought it was my page.
Sorry.
And ouch, sniper. Don't laugh at me, rude. He battered the guard to the floor with the butt of his rifle. You can't go shooting them, you moron, he said. We need them alive. They're not bloody danger. Another royal, a middle-aged duchess, grabbed hold of David's sleeve and he angrily shoved her away. She hit the wall, spraying pus all over the paintings, and gulped with surprise.
David hauled the shaking guard to his feet.
Grab hold of them, drag them back to their rooms, for God's sake, he commanded. Just don't let them bite you.
Jester appeared, running down the corridor with Rose.
Any sign of the rest of them? He called out. Not yet, said David. It's only a matter of time, though. They won't have gotten far. They're too stupid. But how the hell did you get out? The door was forced, said Jester. Was anyone guarding them? Not as far as I know. We don't always keep a guard on them, and the two of young boys tied up at the sick bay. So someone let them out. Looks like it. Could it be the squatters? Jester shrugged. It could be the Holloway kids. Maybe they're up to something. Poppers! I want you to find whatever did this, Jester, and want them punished. Properly punished. Okay. And where's the bloody hell's Pod? As I saw him, he was heading to the ballroom. Poppers, behave!
I love how you're fighting with your cats right now. You're having a war.
I am having a war. It's cat versus cat right now.
Are they fighting?
No, it's just one cat. It's me, the cat, and that cat.
Oh.
Remember, I'm a cat.
Oh yes.
That's why I said cat versus cat right now.
Oh goodness.
Right, come with me. David strode off down the corridor. Where are we going? Said Jester, hurried after him to the barroom.
Chapter A Freaky Number. Big Nose was falling asleep. His head kept nodding forward and jerking him awake. He could hear people moving about in the palace below and wished he could join them.
I gotta fix that. Let me roll the die real fast. I gotta hit everything. I gotta roll my die for the D20. Hold on.
Okay, I'll keep reading. Let me know.
7, so hit. Thank you for the hit, pets, sniper. All right. It was very quiet up here. No sound came from behind the door. The murmur of voices from the sick bay had died away. He was utterly fed up. He closed his eyes for a moment. The sound of hurrying footsteps died away. He was drifting off again. Dark, fizzy milk filled his head. Bubbles swarmed and burst. He had a brief flash of a memory, being on holiday in Florida. A giant Mickey Mouse. Mickey called out his name. His head jerked forward. He opened his eyes with a grunt.
There were two boys standing there. Two of the newcomers.
Oh,
He recognized
Solace,
one.
look at chat.
It was Achilles, the one who'd been in the fight with the squatter. He'd missed that as well. The other one was tall and skinny, with coffee-colored hair and a messy afro hairstyle. So hi, Sway, welcome in. I'll do the 20
Look at
squats,
chat.
Sniper. Yeah, I
Look
see
at
the 20 squats.
I glanced over and said solid
Oh,
squats time. I
goodness.
glanced over and
Yeah,
saw that.
Solace squats time. You keep on with the reading, Marcy.
Wait, yeah, give me 1 second. I'm gonna open your chat on my phone and mute it so I can have my points grow as well.
Oh my, you're gonna make me, don't make me do squats as well, Marcy.
Yes, you know I always do that when we stream. You know that.
Oh
It's
my
a common thing
goodness.
I do. I cause you mischief as well. Let's see.
Okay, I'll
I
do
already
the
have like
squats
500
quickly.
points. There's no way I meet up. Okay. Where would you start it up? Okay, whatever. I'll start over.
Right here at the dialogue.
Ah. What are you doing up here? He said, struggling to look like he was on top of things. The riders got out, said Achilles. I know. They need your help. It's mad down there, man. I'm not allowed to leave my post. We'll take over, said Achilles. He had his friend casually edging closer as they talked, but not careful enough for Big Nose not to notice. You can't, he said, standing up and leveling his gun. You're newcomers. You tried to... You might try to... The bar had been concentrating on Achilles. He knew his reputation. The other boy looked too dozy to be much of a threat. Suddenly, though, he moved, and moved fast. With startling strength and speed, before the guard knew it, the newcomer had pinned him to the wall, his rifle trapped uselessly between their bodies. Don't make a sound, cowboy, said Lewis, and he grinned at him, or I'll bust your face. Big Nose nodded. We're not very good at this sneaking up business, said Achilles. We should have just rushed him. Take his gun, said Lewis. Before the shoots me in the foot, Pop hurts. Shoots me in the foot. Inside their room, Maxie and Blue had silently forced the window open and was seeing if there was...
I'll do the next page.
Okay. Anyone that could remove the bars that blocked it.
They turned together as the door swung open. One of the guards from outside, the one with the big nose, stumbled into the room. Behind him came Lewis and Achilles, who were carrying the guard's rifle. Maxie set her face into a cold mask.
What do you want? She said. Sorry, I was responding to chat.
No worries.
It's like, this thing
You can speak, by the way, Marcy. If you want to speak to chat whenever, just go, meow, meow, and then you can sing.
But that's your thing. I go, nah.
Okay, you do that, and then speak to them.
Yeah, I do my meow. What do you want? She said. Like that scene in Star Wars, said Lewis. We come to rescue you.
Maxie laughed without much humor.
Straight up, said Achilles. And you better hurry. We ain't got much time before David realizes what's going on. I don't get it, said Maxie. Yeah, fighter. I can always stop you. Because the bad hammer you. Yeah. And you better hurry. We ain't got much time before David realizes what's going on. I don't get it, said Maxie. I thought you were on his side. That prick? Said Achilles. You gotta be kidding me. The only side I'm on is my side. And let's see it. That's your side too, Maxie. And yours, Blue. You can count me in, said the girl from the museum. Who's next? Said Achilles. I'll explain later, said Maxie. All you need to know for now is that she's coming with us. Fair enough. Where's everyone else? Said Maxie. It's all gone to plain Whitney. Should be waiting for us outside on the parade grounds with the other kids. We're all going over the wire. We've had to keep it quiet in case David found anything out, but so far so good. But David's bound to find out what's going on, said Maxie. He'll try and stop us. We created our diversion, said Lewis. Let out his pets. Let out his pets. With any luck, the palace bozos are going to be way too busy to notice we've gone till it's too late. My man, said Blue, and he gave Lewis a hug.
Achilles looked at Maxie.
Oh. You want a hug? Nope. Didn't think so.
They went to the door and checked that the coast was clear.
Wait, Big Nose shouted as they turned around ready for anything. Take me with you. What? I've had enough of David's crap. Please, take me with you. He only punished me if I stay. Fine with me, said Achilles. But if you try anything funny stuff, Big Nose, you're a sausage meat.
5 minutes later, the 6 of them burst out through the front arch on the parade ground, where they found all the Holloway crew assembled in battle formation ready to leave. Maxie laughed and whooped and tilted her face up into the rain to shout yes at the top of her voice. Paddy the caddy hobbled over to Achilles, struggling beneath the weight of his gold bag and Achilles' shield.
Did you spear Aki? Not yet, caddy boy. Give me one of them cans, though. Whitney gave the order, and the whole group marched towards the already open gates. Maxie could hardly believe it. 10 minutes ago, everything had looked hopeless. And
Holy
now
shit.
they were
Wait.
walking to freedom. Whoa.
Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you so much for the subs, Anaya. 11, holy shit. Thank you. I appreciate it so much.
Wow.
Mwah. I don't know what to say, but thank you. I really appreciate it.
I'm done for
Go Dame. Go Dame. Sending many hugs, lovely.
Holy.
Thank you so much.
I got one. Hell yeah, thank you.
Thank
Oh
you.
my goodness.
You're so sweet. Mwah.
Oh wow.
I am glad you're enjoying the reading.
You deserve it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much again, Anaya. I really appreciate it, and it makes me very happy that you enjoy the streams enough to do that. Thank you.
That's why I love being here. You're the reason why I freaking enjoy losing my other voices.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Anaya. You're so sweet.
Goddamn.
Anyway, sorry. I'll keep on
Even
reading
chat
now.
is bewildered.
Indeed. It wasn't over yet, though. As they were trooping out onto the road, there came a shout from the balcony.
Where do you think you're going?
It was David. He had Jester and 5 guards with him. The guards were training their rifles down towards the block of kids.
Rear off, said Maxie. You blew it. That's all you need to know. I don't think so, David shouted. You go any further and I'll order my guards to shoot open fire, and don't think I won't, because...
There was a sharp crack, and one of the guards fell back with a cry. He'd been hit by a slingshot. From this distance, it wouldn't kill him, but it sure would hurt. Maxie looked around. Ollie was already fitting another steel ball into its pouch and pulling back the elastic. His skirmishers were with him.
The next moment, a hailstorm of shots was rattling up on the balcony. David's guards ducked down and cowered behind the parapet. Jester ran back indoors, and David was left crouching behind a pillar. The Holloway kids laughed and jeered, and with Ollie's missile unit watching their backs, they all safely left the palace grounds. As they regrouped in the road, one of the little kids pointed to the Victoria Memorial and shouted, "Look at that!" Achilles was standing there. He added his own message. To freaks, big clumsy red letters spelled out 2 words.
Freak lives, and under them the tag, Aki Diki. Also, yes, ASMR. And
Yes,
Anaya
Ollie.
gifted us sub. They were very sweet and did some sub gifting.
Yeah, that was crazy stuff. Level 4 hype train, though, is crazy.
I think that's the first time I've got a level 4 hype chain and that many
That's the first
subs.
time I was a part of a hype train.
Yeah. But thank you
Holy
so
crap.
much again.
Yeah.
Maxie smiled and ran over to Achilles. This time, She hugged him.
Oh, good job, Alfie. That'll fix your issues. Anyway, I finally figured out what Freak's original message meant, said Achilles. I was wrong about him. Blamed him for what went down with Deke and Aaron. Wasn't his fault any more than it was mine. Should have listened to him more. He was alright. He believed in what Aaron believed. For us to be together and strong and to do the right thing. In the end, all the bad stuff that happened to us as well as all the good stuff we got to share. I thought you'd come over to David's side. Oh, wait, meh. I thought you'd come over to David's side, said Maxie. I thought you'd like it here.
Achilles shrugged.
Once I found out David had locked you up, that was it. You're one of us, Maxie. You're our leader. And besides, like I said, I wasn't gonna sit around here counting potatoes. I go where the action is. I can't read right now. What the frick?
It's
That
okay,
hype train
don't
threw
worry.
me off. I go where the action is. And what about Ali? You best ask him yourself. That boy is way too complex for me.
As the kids trampled off down the road, singing a selection of TV themes, Maxie went to find Ollie.
Yeah. So, Alfie, a hype train, because you're also a streamer, is when someone gives bits, gives subs and such, and they get a hype train. And the higher the level is, they unlock like special emotes and such for the hype train like winner, basically. Poppers, no, down. It's a lot. We'll go over that to stream more in detail with you. Yeah. I thought you sold me out, she said. It did cross my mind, he said with a grin. I genuinely thought David had a good setup here. I didn't want to leave, but at the same time, I never really trusted him, and I needed to find out how far he'd take things. All that stuff you gave him in the sickbay? By then, I'd found out he played his hand, and the last thing I wanted was to get locked up in there with you and Blue. Someone had to tell the others what was going on. You're a devious little red-haired rat, said Maxie, but I love you. Steady on, girl, said Ali.
Maxie went to take her place at the front, and Ollie was left with his thoughts. He looked at his watch. 11:15. Not long until midnight. He hadn't told anybody about tomorrow. The others may have forgotten what date it was, even what day it was, but not Ollie. He had it all logged.
Tomorrow was his birthday. Ali knew a lot of things, but he had no idea what was going to happen to him as he got older. None of them did. If he made it to the end of the day, that was a good day. He didn't think any further ahead than that. The future was a mystery. How could Ali know if he'd get sick or not? He was only a kid after all. He would just have to wait and see.
They marched down the middle of the road. Maxie, Blue, Achilles, Paddy, the caddy, and the girl from the museum at the front with a fighting crew. Whitney in the middle with Maeve. Ben and Bernie, all the non-fighters and the little kids. Blue Tech Bill. Ella fussing over Godzilla. Big Nose walking with them. Not sure if he'd made the right decision. Lewis and his fighters were on the front flank. Big Mick on the other, with the gun he'd taken from the guard. Ollie at the back, with the other skirmishers. The little kids weren't scared. They'd been through too much together for that.
They knew that. The big kids would look after them. They trusted that they'd find a safe place to sleep and food and water. They headed west, away from the palace, and as they entered Belgrave Square, they came across a group of 10 grown-ups who were eating a dead dog. When they lifted their heads from their filthy meal and saw the restitute army of kids approaching their way like rabbits caught in the headlights, weapons bristled from the front ranks of the kids. You want to take them out? You want to try to tickle?
It's okay.
Sorry. You want to try and take us on? Said shouted Maxie. Come and get it, you sad old losers.
The grown-ups took one look at each other, then turned and bolted, leaving their dinner behind. Maxie laughed. Achilles joined her. Blue put his arm around her waist. The other kids joined in, and soon their laughter was bouncing round the square and echoing off the empty houses, filling the night, chasing away the demons. Everything was going to be all right.
The poor dog. Yes, Sniper, the poor dog.
Yeah, in this book, though,
But
the
hey,
dogs are also infected. So,
but,
yeah.
but hey, the poor doggy was already passed away, so I mean, why let food go to waste? It's my opinion. It was an apocalypse, and
Yeah.
a pet of mine passed away, and we had no food. That would be my last resort, but it's meat, it's food. Anyway, yeah. Chapter 7.
Well, I think that we're at, this is the last chapter, I think.
Oh,
We'll be done with this book soon.
that's pretty quick.
Yeah, this is,
fog inside
we started at 95% through the book. So, yeah.
Yeah, damn. I missed a lot of this book. I've been so
This is,
busy.
I've been reading this for a month, I think. Yeah, it takes me a month for each book.
It's been a while.
Yeah, because I get through 5% every day. Well, so I'm glad to hear you're doing good, Artes. Yeah, we'll just finish this book. And then that's all we'll be ending for today.
Yeah,
But I've really loved this book.
yeah, the part that
It
I
is,
caught
Cyber.
earlier was great. I just got too busy to keep up with it due to work and my behind the scenes stream stuff. I just
It's
been
okay,
busy
don't
to
worry,
continue
Mercy.
streams.
Don't worry.
Anyway,
I always
know, I just
appreciate
miss
it when you
being
do.
here. I miss making the squats when I'm at work.
You don't come to spend time with me and talk to me. You come here to make me do squats, don't you, Marcy? You want to
I
see me
spend time
suffer.
with you, and when I'm at
You
work,
want to
I have
see
you in my
me
pocket.
suffer.
I mean, you're the one who said months ago you want thick thighs. Don't blame me. I'm just helping you out with your
True,
goal.
true.
Oh my god, how long have I known you for? It's been so long.
Anyway, should we do the last part now?
Yeah, the last chapter.
The fog inside his head was strong tonight. There was a red sheet in front of his eyes, and the pain was worse than ever. It was a living thing in his veins, like battery acid running through him, making him itchy and scratchy. Ghostland, I'm gonna do evil things to you. Anyways, let me do this dumb. I can't even read the last chapter in peace.
Squats again.
I can't do the last chapter in peace. Okay, let me do this squats. You beat this bitch, Marcy.
Making him itchy and scratchy. His whole head throbbed. With the red mist and the hurting and the voices screaming in his skull, it was hard to think straight. He had tried to sneak up on his thoughts, take them by surprise before they slipped away from him like rats. Or kids. The kids were fast. You had to be clever to catch him. But he was clever. Somewhere inside his seething brain, he knew that. He was learning that if he snatched hold of one of his thoughts, he had to act fast before it slipped away. Again, and he was lost in the fog of confusion and pain. He looked over at the buildings and saw someone looking back at him. Cheeky, wrong. No, anger rose inside him, more powerful than the pain. Who are you looking at? A man in a white vest with a red cross on it. Ooh. He closed his eyes and clamped his hands over his mouth and rocked backwards on his aching feet as a fresh agony clawed at him. Needles were sprouting from his brain and piercing outward, breaking the skin of his face.
Okay, squat's finished, yeah. He growled in his throat and was comforted by the sound and the feel of the vibrations in his neck. He growled again, enjoying it. He took its mind off everyone else. He opened his eyes. He was surrounded by people. Why were they looking at him? All their bloody eyes on him. He snarled at them, and some of them backed away. That was good. He had power over them. Yes, it came back to him now. He was their boss. They were his army. He'd been doing something. What was it?
He shook his head, growled again, spat on the floor and looked at his spit. Maybe the shape of it would give him a clue. The spit was a thick and yellow fleck with red. He was momentarily hypnotized by it. A thought was there, circling. He pounced. The car. That was it. He turned around and clambered onto the boot, then up onto the roof. He could see all the people now, spread out around him, filling the road. What was his road? He'd known its name once. He'd known the names of everything around here.
It had been his manner. All gone now. Only the words. All the difficult ones. Only a few remained. Car. Road. Shop. Kid. Blood. Eat. Look at them. His people. They worshipped him. Scum. Boss. Kill. Those sneaky kids. They tried to run. They tried to hide. Like words. Like thoughts. They were clever. But he was strong. And strong beat clever. He would eat them. Like the one that had been in the shop.
Anyway, Alfie, screenshot it and show me in Discord. We'll talk about it later, because it shouldn't have changed too much at least. Anyway. Only need 25 followers. Oh, they lowered it. The happy amount. Okay, that's good. Anyway. You remember that. Him sitting there, the kid, that boy, they had his head on a pole. It was their battle standard. He roared. He was a lion. The top lion. He could choose the best bits from a kill. He looked over at what had once been the shop. Fire. It was not a good word. But there it was, all on fire. He would move on now, take his army with him, find every kid, burn them, eat them, smash them, all the clever ones.
A memory came back to him. Clever kids at that place, with all the other kids, laughing at him. What was that word? A powerful one. One he didn't like. School. All the other kids laughing. Well, look at me now. Boss. A king. A lion. Killer. He spread his arms wide and opened his mouth for a shout of triumph. But, as usual, nothing came out. Just a low, strangled growl. They understood him, though. His army. They raised their arms, shook their fists. The smarter ones, they shook weapons.
He looked over and saw the same man again. Looking back at him, he hadn't moved. Fat man, bald, white vest with a red cross on it. He knew the words, St. George. Then he smiled. The man was him. It was what was it? A mirror? A window? A flexion? Yes, he was St. George, a crusader. That made him happy to remember hard words like that. You see, if he was sneaky, if he could come around the side, the words were there, just hiding. He had a plan. Crusade. He would go into the lands of the enemy and burn and kill and break.
And his people would follow him. But that's very sweet of both of you wanting to say thank you. I'm sure he'll be here next stream.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. That hasn't happened before.
You deserve it. You are amazing.
Thank
Your
you.
voice and such is amazing. You deserve it.
Oh, you're so sweet. He began to stamp up and down on the roof of the car, hammering out a rhythm with his big feet. Bang, bang, bang. 1, 2. 1, 2. Strictly Come Dancing. That is the reference. This book is set in England, and Strictly Come Dancing is a very popular television show where people who don't know how to dance are brought in and they do a dancing competition, basically, and learn from scratch with a professional.
Because as an American, I would have known that.
Bang, 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 bang. 1, 2, 1, 2. His people joined in, stamping up and down in the road, their feet hammering the tarmac. Thud, 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 thud. The sound of an army marching. And that was what they were. They would march, and they would kill. They would smash down everything in their path.
1 second, Solace.
Take your time. So I was listening to the intro. I haven't seen it in so long. I stopped watching it when they made it so only celebs could participate.
Please, Bobby. Bad.
You're fighting with your cat, Marcy.
Again, yes, he's being bad today.
What is he doing?
He's knocking stuff down, getting in the desk, grabbing at stuff he shouldn't be grabbing at, clawing at me.
He just wants attention. Give him a cuddle.
I was giving him attention. He was in my lap. I was petting him. He wants to be a bad boy. Behave, poppers. Okay? We're almost done the book. I gave you more attention later. I promise. Okay. He climbed down off the car and broke all its windows with his club. All the white stamping 1, 2, 1, 2. And the more he stamped, the more he smashed, the more words came back to him, the more thoughts he could hold on to. Everything he broke made him stronger. He went into a frenzy, attacking every car in the road, still stamping. It was the comforting sound of a machine.
Then he led them on, back towards the battleground. The battle they had lost against the kids. They wouldn't lose any more battles. They were too many now. They were too strong. He was St. George. The city belonged to him. And that is the end of that book. I hope you all enjoyed it. This book was The Enemy by Charlie Hickson. Gosh, I thought it was great. Very well written. I didn't really enjoy the conversations between the kids, but I absolutely adored all the scenes where the kids were running, where it was scary, properly scary, where the kids were running away from the grown-ups. Gosh, that was excellent.
So this book is the dead.
The book is over now. So
yeah, but the next book says the dead. This is the title of the book I see.
Well, the next book we'll be reading on stream is Department 19. And then after that, I have 3 more books in 9. So, wait, no, I might read one of them at my own time. I don't know. But yes.
Wait till the next stream.
Same. We're gonna, don't worry, Victor, we're ending stream now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'll find someone to raid. I know Solace doesn't raid, but you can raid into me if you want to. And I can raid
Yeah, I'll raid into you. Hold on, let me see who's, maybe one of my friends is streaming.
Or that. I'm gonna raid someone in the Star Sanctuary, because they're amazing people.
Yeah, I'll read out to you. Okay, thank you all for tuning in today. I hope you have a lovely day or night, whatever time it is for you. Thank you for the water, and thank you so much again, Ania, for the subs. I really appreciate it. Have a lovely time with Marcy, everyone. Actually, no, Marcy's ending. Have a lovely time with whoever Marcy is raiding out to. I'm sending you all off to Marcy, and then Marcy's going to send you to someone.
Come home to Auntie Marcy, guys.
Yes, well, have a great rest of your day, night, anytime it is for you. Stay safe, and don't panic, and may you live in interesting times. Mwah.
Yeah.